The Iliad by Homer. This is a Greek epic, and Homer has written two epics called Iliad and Odyssey. Both are about the Trojan War. Now we'll see the story of the Iliad. The Trojan War went for 20 years, but the epic starts in the 9th year of the war. So this shows an epic quality called medias res, that means starting from the middle of the story. So first of all, I will tell the reason for the war. So Troy, Mycenae and Sparta, these are the three places where the Trojan War happened. So here, Troy, king of Troy is Priam. He is very old. He has two sons. One is Hector, he is a warrior. The other one is called as Paris, and he is not a warrior, he is a womanizer. So in Sparta, the king is King Menelaus and his wife is Helen. One day, Sparta people, they organize a royal party, royal ceremony. So the Troyans are invited. So they were invited. When they went there, Paris seduces Helen and he takes Helen back to Troy when he returns. Menelaus, now Helen is not there. Helen is at Troy. Now Helen is here. Then the king of Sparta, Menelaus, he tells his brother Agamemnon about this matter. So both of them get together and make an army. That army is called as Achaeans. Then the great warrior, the hero of the Achaean army is Achilles. So this is the main character. He is a demigod. He is a demigod. Achilles is the demigod. So to bring Helen back, Achilles and Agamemnon fights along with Trojans. So Achaean army and Trojans, now they start fighting. Now the story starts in the 9th year of the war. So we don't know what happened before, but from time to time as flashbacks, the past stories comes up throughout the epic. That is also an epic quality. This is the 9th year of the Trojan War, where Achaeans have taken Trojan maids to their camp. So among these Trojan maids, there's the daughter of Chryses. There's the daughter of Chryses. He's a priest of the god Apollo. So Chryses is a Trojan one. His daughter has taken by Agamemnon. So Chryses, as Agamemnon is a very cruel one, Chryses doesn't like to stay with Agamemnon. So Chryses doesn't like to stay with Agamemnon. So Chryses, her father, comes with a huge ransom, and he asked Achilles. He asked Achilles to release the daughter. So Achilles agrees. But Agamemnon humiliates this person and sends him back to his homeland. Then Chryses was really angry and disappointed. He tells Apollo about this, and then he asks Apollo to punish the Achaean army along with Agamemnon. So then the Achaean army faces a plague. So this Apollo reigns the Achaean army, and because of that rain, a plague happens. So everybody gets sick, and most of them were killed by the plague. Then Agamemnon wanted to find the reason behind this plague, and he asked one of the prophets to find the reason and tell him. So he tells that because that he did not return the Chryses back to her country, Apollo has punished Agamemnon's army. So then Agamemnon had to release her in order to get rid of the plague. So he releases Chryses but he is not happy with that decision. So as a repay, Agamemnon takes the maid of Briseis. Agamemnon takes the maid of Achilles called Briseis as his concubine. So Achilles gets really disappointed on Agamemnon and he leaves the army. He goes and he meets his mother. Mother is a sea nymph. Achilles' mother is a sea nymph, and once he tell the story to Thetis that do not tell Zeus, the king of gods, to not to help Achaean army and to help the Trojans. So the god Zeus agreed. So on the battlefield, Paris and Menelaus. So Paris and Menelaus are the people who are directly related to this war. So they agree to have a dual fight and end the war without taking other soldiers and warriors. They agreed to go for a dual war. But these Trojans, they break the agreement. Again, they started fighting along with their armies. Then the war happened for many days, and you can see even the gods also divided for teams. For Achaeans, Athena, Hera and Poseidon. For Trojans, Apollo, Aphrodite and Ares. So they divided like that, and also they started the battle. So as Achilles is not there, the friend of Achilles, the Patroclus of the Achaean army, he decided to wear Achilles' armor and get into the battlefield. Anyways, that strategy was taken to frighten the Trojans. However, Hector kills Patroclus. So when Achilles finds out that his friend is dead, he grieves a lot, and then he joins back to the army to get the revenge from Hector. However, now Achilles informs his mother that he needs a superhuman weapon. So the sea nymph Thetis meets the god Hephaestus and asks him to create an armor and a shield, which is a superhuman one. So now along with those armor and shield, Achilles goes to the battle, and then with the help of Athena, again another goddess, he kills Hector. Okay, then attach his corpse to his chariot, Achilles' chariot, and drags his body to the Achaean camp. As a revenge of Patroclus' death, he did this. So for 9 days, Hector's body was taken round and round around the body of Patroclus. Then finally, King Priam, Hector's father, King Priam, comes with a huge ransom and pleaded to release his son's body. Then the Achaean army give the body of Hector, and the body was taken back to the city of Troy. Trojan grieve their loss. So that is where the story ends. Now, so after 20 years of fighting, they were able to take Helen back to their country. So Helen is taken back to Mycenae.